Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney, and you're joining me here to learn about immigration. I'm here just to provide some information. Hopefully, you guys will all leave today in about 30 minutes, a little bit later, knowing about immigration a little bit more than you did before. You can maybe be informed about some options that might be available to you that you are unfamiliar with, right? If you have friends or family that might be interested in immigration, I would encourage you to share this post with them. And I come on frequently to answer questions, to provide immigration information. So hopefully you guys can stay informed, and to do that, you can follow us and like us on our social media platforms. We're right now on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok. I'm streaming on all of these platforms. So if you want to be notified, which I'm sure you do, when I go live, please make sure to like us and follow us on our platforms. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. And I answer your questions. And I also always start off with my question of the day, right? And the question of the day is something that I think you will find helpful, questions that have come to me from other clients or people that have called us for a consultation or asked our phone team for the answers to these questions, okay? But I will also address some of yours. So while I'm talking, please feel free to put some questions into the chat if you have it. If you are unfamiliar, if you've never joined me before, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm located in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all over the United States, so we help with all types of immigration matters. Today, we talk to folks about investment visas and opportunities to come to the U.S. using an investment visa. We handle a lot of humanitarian cases like VAWA, which is for victims of abuse. If they're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, or if they have a child who is a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and that person is abusive towards them. Again, physical abuse is not always required, so keep that in mind. It is not required to win a VAWA case. So that is something you should be aware of. Be aware of that. And if you think you qualify for VAWA, especially if you're without status, or especially if you've entered the U.S. illegally, I would highly encourage you to schedule a consultation to see if you are eligible, because what you will receive is work authorization. You will receive permission to be in the United States. You will also receive a social security number if you don't already have one, and ultimately a green card in most of our VAWA cases, okay? Give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. Okay, so my question here, since we do a lot of VAWA cases, and a lot of times folks here join us and they want to know about VAWA, right? So the question today is, will VAWA protect me from deportation? Will VAWA protect me from deportation? So VAWA, as I mentioned, is for people who are married to U.S. citizens or green card holders. There are other folks that will also qualify, but our most common case type is someone, man or woman, who is married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and there's abuse in that marriage. And that abuse can many times include emotional abuse, okay? So it does not require physical abuse. It could be verbal, mental abuse. Threats of deportation is also very common. And when we apply for VAWA, we do it confidentially, right? Without the knowledge of the spouse that's in the marriage, the abusive spouse in the marriage, okay? And they are not required to help move forward with VAWA. So shortly after we apply for VAWA, usually about 2 or 3 months after we submit the application, we get what's called the prima facie determination in this case. When we get this prima facie determination, it basically says that on its face, your application has all of the things that are required to get it approved. This, or even later on with a work permit or VAWA approval, right? That means that you are protected from removal. Okay. And the prima facie, even before you're actually approved for the VAWA, that can also help you to be protected from removal. Many times removal cases can be closed out, can be terminated if you're in court based on this prima facie determination. So the answer is yes, many times it can be very helpful. Give us a call. If we can help you with your VAWA case, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. If you would like information about immigration, I would highly encourage you to schedule a confidential consultation. You can do that consultation by calling our office, which is 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. You can also go to our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or to our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com, and you can schedule a consultation directly from there. That's also an opportunity for you to learn about what we do and some of the work that we've done in the past and understand our culture, our mission, our values, and all of the other types of things that maybe you want to know before you reach out to an attorney or a law firm to help with the immigration case. So don't forget to check us out on our website, Agarwal Immigration. Our Facebook page is Agarwal Immigration. We're on all the social media platforms, at least the ones that I think you guys use: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are the platforms that we are on. If you would like to schedule a consultation, I would love to meet you guys on Zoom or by phone and in person, and some of those special circumstances where we have our clients come to the office in person. We will review your immigration history. We will review your goal, your immigration goal, and then talk through your relationships, your work, and your experiences to see how we can get you in status, how we can change your status, or hopefully in many, many cases, apply for a green card for you. Especially, I know how important that is for folks here who don't have status, who entered illegally or don't have status in the United States, or in most cases came on a tourist visa, ended up getting married, and the marriage did not work out. And there are options available in many, many cases. I would highly encourage you to give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. Awesome. All right. So let me flip through and say hello, guys. If you have never said hi to me before, or if I don't know you're joining me for the first time, or you just want to say hi, say hello, tell me where you're watching from. If you have a question, feel free to put it in, but no pressure at all. Hopefully you can still learn a lot from other people's questions. My main goal here is for you to understand there are different ways in immigration law to get status in the United States, and many people aren't aware of them. So if you're out of status, this is a way for you to learn a little bit more about some options that might be available to you. Okay. If you have friends or family, another reminder just to let them know, friends or family that are interested. Of course, everyone here has friends and family. If you have friends and family that might be interested in joining this conversation, please share this post with them. If you would like to schedule a consultation, or you would like to be notified, please make sure you follow us and like us on the social media platforms, and we can make sure to notify you when we are live. Okay, I'm trying to scroll through here on TikTok. We have so many people here on TikTok. Hello, Blackbird. Hello, Claudette. Hello, Angie, Kala, Nadro, Jose, Sumu, Rajdeep, Yasser. Good God, there's so many people here. Thank you for joining, guys. It's so nice to see so many of you here. Let me try to run through and get through to some of your questions here as well. Yasser, I see you here on YouTube. Hang on just a second. I will get to your question. Okay. Rajan says, I'm a U.S. citizen and I filed an I-130 for a minor child of a U.S. citizen. It's been more than 15 months and it's still not approved. So Rajan, one thing I'm going to tell you is go and check the processing times, right? So is it within normal processing times? If it's outside of normal processing times, this applies for every application, you guys. If it's outside, make sure you submit an inquiry. Right? Make sure you submit an inquiry through USCIS. They will let you know how to do that right when you go and check your case status. Okay. when you put in your receipt number. And then the other things you can do to move it along after submitting the inquiry is maybe contacting the congressperson in your area. They usually have, or a senator, and they usually have a online, a way to contact the immigration unit, I guess. I don't know what the word is, the people responsible for immigration within their office. Most senators, most Congress people will have that. Reach out to them, tell them your issue, and they can sometimes find out more information about that application, and they will get back to you. Okay. Call us if we can help you. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, here's another question. Can I qualify for a VAWA if I leave the United States? So can I qualify for a VAWA if I leave the United States? Actually, we have a client who started working with us while she was in the United States. She's from Guyana, and she was a victim of abuse in her marriage. She left the United States, and now we will continue with her VAWA application. The process is slightly different, right? It's not harder. The chances aren't greater or lesser. The VAWA part is still decided in the US, but instead of doing adjustment of status for her green card, we'll be able to consular process her green card. So she will ultimately go get her visa stamped in the embassy, the US embassy in Guyana, before she returns as a green card holder. So yes, you can still do that if you are experiencing abuse in your marriage, if you no longer live with your spouse, if you have left the US and now live outside the US as long as you were married to a US citizen or a green card holder, right? And if you're divorced, as long as the divorce is not more than 2 years after 2 years before you file the VAWA. So you can't have more than 2 years from the date of the divorce, from the date the divorce becomes final, for you to file that VAWA. So if you're either married to a US citizen or a green card holder, if you have lived with them at any point in time, whether outside the US or inside the US, if there's abuse in that marriage occurring sometime while you were in the US, you can still qualify for VAWA, which can include a green card for many people, for most of our clients. Okay, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. Feel free to reach out to us. We work with employment cases, humanitarian cases, and also family cases as well, like many immigration attorneys. Okay, call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. Okay, so another question is, this sometimes happens. We have clients who file a VAWA application, right? We have clients who file a VAWA application, and then they decide, okay, well, maybe let me try to make things work with my spouse. Let me just have my spouse sponsor. They're saying now that they're going to sponsor the green card. So can I withdraw my VAWA and move forward with a marriage-based green card? Okay. So one thing you should be aware of is VAWA does not require you to get divorced or anything like that. It doesn't require you to get separated from your spouse. You can still live with your spouse. You can still, if your intention is to try to make that marriage work, you can still try and do that. VAWA does not keep you from doing any of that. If you're switching from a VAWA to a family-based sponsorship, right, where you want your spouse to now sponsor you, they said they're going to do it. Remember, that process is a very long process. So maybe they're good now, but maybe in a year they won't be, or maybe the threat of that green card will become another way to abuse you. And I say this not because I'm not hopeful, but because I've seen it with my own clients. When they have a VAWA, their spouse then sometimes realizes, oh, they're moving on with their immigration with. I'm not sure what that is. I apologize. Sorry about that. I have no idea what that was all about. Thank you. Thank you for still sticking with me. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we have people that move forward with they have a VAWA pending, and then they move forward, or their spouse sometimes tells them, oh, hey, I'm going to now help you sponsor your green card. So let's just forget about that VAWA and let's move forward with this marriage-based green card application. you are welcome to do that. Obviously, you're welcome to withdraw any application, any immigration application that you file. What you want to do is anytime you submit something, you have to be consistent. But for people who have a VAWA application filed, before you withdraw it, know that you don't have to leave your spouse. You can still continue to work on that marriage. That doesn't mean that you can't do that. Okay? You can try, you can make attempts to do that. The other thing is you will be under your spouse's thumb if they have been abusive to you in the past, and then they're now helping you or offering to help you with the green card process and encouraging you to go through it using them as the sponsor, right? You can definitely do that. Things can magically change, but I've seen many times where the spouse continues to be abusive and they use that green card to kind of hold you hostage, right? To hold you hostage, keep you in that marriage. So VAWA, if you qualify, if you've had a consultation and you qualify, then there's no harm in having that independence to move forward with your life on your own. So this is something that I feel very strongly about. If you would like to have a consultation with me about VAWA, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. All right, Yasser, I'm getting to you next, right? I'm getting to you next. All right, Yasser says, can I file VAWA while my U visa is pending? And what is the time frame for VAWA? Thank you. Great question. Okay, so yes, you can absolutely file for a VAWA if your U visa application is still pending. What you want to make sure when you have multiple immigration applications pending, you want to make sure that everything you're submitting is consistent. Sometimes you have an address history. You want to make sure it's consistent between applications. So that's something that's important. But it doesn't prevent you. It's not like you can only have one immigration application pending. You can have multiple at the same time as long as you qualify for everything that you're applying for, right? So you can submit that VAWA application while your U visa is pending. For a VAWA, what I tell you is many times people are eligible for VAWA and a green card, right? Because VAWA doesn't need you to have a legal entry. VAWA doesn't need you to be in status. So you can apply for VAWA and a green card in many cases. I don't know about yours, Yasser, because I don't know your immigration history, but in many cases you can apply for VAWA and a green card at the same time, which is going to be a much faster process than a U visa. So if you qualify for VAWA, definitely I would urge you to really have a consultation, submit that VAWA because it's a much faster process and you will get work authorization much sooner if you qualify for a green card also. Your VAWA, so essentially the VAWA timeline you were asking. So what's the VAWA timeline, right? So the VAWA timeline is once you submit the application, usually within 2 or 3 months, you will get what's called a prima facie determination, which means that you have an approvable application sitting with immigration, okay? At about 5 or 6 months, between 6 and 8 months, you should expect to see work authorization and travel authorization if you filed both the VAWA and a green card, which is the case for many of our clients, for the vast majority of our clients, okay? Once you get that, the VAWA approval usually takes about 1.5 years from the time you file, but you've already have work permit usually between 6 and 8 months after we apply. All right. And then the green card comes 1 year after that. So it could be 2.5 to 3 years before we see a green card. Okay. So again, this is going to be a much faster process than a U visa. So that is the timeline for VAWA and a green card specifically. Give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Hi, G. How are you? G says, ma'am, AI. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but it's nice to see you. And thank you so much for joining. All right. Rajan, I think I answered your question. Akwasi says, my VAWA case is 9 months old and I received a work permit and an AP and I've done biometrics. What's next? So we just went through the timeline for VAWA. So if you apply for VAWA, After you received your work permit and your biometrics, we look to see for a VAWA approval, hopefully about 1.5 years after you apply. And sometimes it can take longer. We've had clients take over 2 years. Doesn't mean anything bad about the case. It's just some cases are processed faster than other cases. And then 1 year after that for a green card. So if you're applying for VAWA and a green card, it will be about 1.5 to 2 years for VAWA, and then an extra year for the green card. If we can help you with VAWA or green card, please reach out to us. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney and I help clients all throughout the United States, no matter where in the US they are located. Okay? Call us for a consultation. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. The consultations are with me. I will review your immigration history, learn a little bit more about you, what your goals are, right? For most folks, it's I want to be in status, or I'd like to get a green card. Okay, so then we'll figure out a way, if there's a way legally to get you a green card. So many times people are calling us about VAWA, and you can screen yourself for eligibility a little bit here. If you are married to a US citizen or a green card holder, you've lived with them for any amount of time, it was a real marriage, you entered into it hoping to start a life with this person, right? And there was abuse in that marriage. So if there were some problems in the marriage, if your spouse no longer left and you're separated and you aren't sure if you qualify, this is a good time for you to call us. Schedule a consultation at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Can I expedite my 601A? This is a great question. Brown Boy says, can I expedite my 601A? So if your spouse is willing to sponsor you for a green card and you had an illegal entry, or you entered maybe on something like a C1D, which is for people that worked on cruise ships or people that worked on an airplane or something like that, you cannot do a typical adjustment of status application based on marriage. You need what's called an I-601A waiver, which allows you permission to leave the United States, process your green card abroad, and then come back in. All right. So can you expedite that? No, that is not really eligible for expedite. If we can talk to you about another case type that you might qualify for, give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. All right. Great. If you're just popping on, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. If you don't know me, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all over the United States. We help them with all types of immigration applications. We're handling a number of different business immigration cases, and we also work with family immigration and humanitarian cases. We handle a lot of VAWA cases. Okay. If you would like to call us, please feel free to do so. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, I see the same question over and over. Okay, how does the fiancé visa work? Farah, that's a great question. How does the fiancé visa work? So the fiancé visa is just for fiancés of U.S. citizens. All right, so it's just for fiancés of U.S. citizens. So if you are a U.S. citizen, you can sponsor your fiancé if they live outside of the United States. So they have to live outside the United States for you to do a fiancé visa. Okay, so the first thing you do is you send in a petition to the U.S. government. So here in the U.S., you send that petition, and that basically shows that you're a U.S. citizen, that you are engaged to this person. It's a real relationship, and it's not just for immigration purposes. And here's the thing that people forget, that you've seen each other in person within the last 2 years of that petition. So that's really important. So you can show that by photographs, flight itineraries, things like that. Okay. You also need to submit statements showing your intention of how you want to get married within 90 days of entering the United States. So the fiancé visa, when they are issued the fiancé visa abroad, they're going to come in and you guys have to get married in the United States within 90 days of them entering the US. All right, so this might not fit in with everybody's plans, but this is what is required of a fiance visa. After they come in, they can then apply for a green card. So once that petition gets approved, then your fiance will get scheduled for an interview at the US Embassy or consulate where they are located, so abroad outside the US. They show up for an interview and they will get stamped with the visa, and they'll come in as a K1, which is a fiance visa. All right. Give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Samuel says, how long does it take to renew a work permit under VAWA? I sent the application 3 weeks ago. Thank you, lawyer. How long does it take? So it can take a while, but depending on if you're doing VAWA, the work permit based on VAWA, or if you're doing the work permit based on an adjustment of status application that is attached to your VAWA, it can be a little bit different, right? So for most of our clients, it's going to be adjustment of status application that's up for renewal. So that can take a while, but there's automatic renewal of work permit attached to those. So once you get the receipt notice, your work permit will be automatically extended to beyond for 180 days. So it can, even if it takes 6 months or 7 months, it's automatically extended, which is great. All right. I hope that's helpful to you, Samuel. Give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. So if we can help you, don't hesitate to call us or contact us from our website or our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is Agarwal Immigration. Our website is agarwalimmigration.com. Wow, Devin says my I-485 was approved. What's next? I love that, Devin. Your I-485 is your green card application. If it was approved, that means you should be getting your green card in the mail, which is super, super exciting. Congratulations. And then depending on how you got that green card, you can later apply for citizenship, either 3 years or 5 years after being a green card holder. If we can help, give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. I see so many questions and I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I came to the US with a C1D. Is it possible to get a green card? Hi, Mia. She says, I just joined. So it is. If you're married, we have a lot of folks with a C1D. We can help them if they're married to a US citizen or a green card holder. You might also qualify for other humanitarian options. Give us a call if we can help you. I would say schedule a consultation. You can do that by calling our office, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name, again, is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. All right, I'm trying to keep up with your questions here. Okay. All right. My husband petitioned for naturalization in December and I got an interview in March. Why was it so quick? Are we sus? That's funny. No, they're actually all kind of quick. It's about 3 months right now for citizenship. So if you want to vote in the next election, remember only US citizens can vote. Submit your citizenship application now and hopefully it will be approved before the next election, guys. That's super important to if you live here permanently and you qualify for citizenship, it would be really awesome if you could vote in the next election. Give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. After the 765 is approved for VAWA, what is next? 765 is work authorization. If you're doing it based on a green card application, so that's going to be the C9 category, then the VAWA approval comes next. If you have a 765 based on an approved VAWA, that's awesome. Then that's how you qualify, right? But usually most of our clients are eligible for VAWA and a green card. So I would encourage you to do both if you are eligible, right? Because VAWA doesn't really give you a pathway to becoming a citizen, right? And it can be taken away at some point. So I would say if you are eligible for VAWA and a green card, do that. Take advantage of that so you have stability in the US and you can ultimately become a US citizen as well. Okay, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Well, it was wonderful to see you guys. If I didn't get to your message, make sure you join me again next time. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, streaming live on all the platforms. I would love to see you guys for a consultation. Call us. Go on our Facebook page, go on our website, and schedule a consultation. We can figure out how to get you in status, and hopefully we have a lot of people that learned something here today about immigration and different options that might be available to them. All right. I look forward to seeing many of you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.